Nothing. It was like he'd vanished. And that's when it hit me. Someone out there knows we're getting close. Someone didn't want Donnie talking to me anymore, and they sure as hell don't want me digging into these photos. So now here I am, staring at these pictures. I know I should keep quiet, but you know me, folks. If there's something going on, something they don't want us to know, I can't just let it slide. I've locked these photos away for now, but I'll tell you this, the men in black might have gotten to Donnie, but they haven't gotten to me. Not yet. If you're out there listening, Donnie, if you can hear this, I need you to reach out. Let me know you're all right. And if any of you out there have seen anything that might connect these dots, I want you to call in. We're not alone in this, and whatever's happening, I've got a feeling it's just beginning. You know, folks, last night I could barely sleep. I kept thinking about that stack of photos sitting here locked away. Something about them just gnawed at me like they were a key to something bigger, something, well, dangerous. I woke up early this morning, went to make my usual pot of coffee, and the strangest thing happened. I live out in the middle of nowhere, miles from anyone, so I don't get much in the way of traffic, let alone visitors. But as I looked out the window, there it was, a black car parked on the road just beyond my driveway. It didn't move. It just sat there. Now call me paranoid, but you and I both know that's no coincidence. It's too clean, too obvious. But here's the thing, I'm not the type to scare easy. So I did what any of us would do. I went outside. I stepped onto the porch, and the moment I did, the car's engine roared to life. It pulled away slowly, turning the corner and disappearing from sight. I didn't see anyone inside, at least not clearly, but I felt their presence watching me, watching this house. That was the first sign something or someone is closing in. I've spent years talking to people who claim to have seen UFOs, had run-ins with the unexplained, even been followed by men in black, and every time I'd listen and sympathize, but I never thought I'd be in their shoes. Now I know what they meant. I came back inside, and that's when things really started getting strange. The phone rang, and for a split second I thought it might be Donnie. I picked it up, and the line was silent. Just a faint hum on the other end, like someone or something was there but not speaking. I said his name, Donnie? No response. Then, suddenly, there was a voice, faint, distorted, like it was coming from far away. It wasn't Donnie. It wasn't anyone I recognized. It was electronic, mechanical, almost. You need to stop. 3 words. That's all it said. Then the line went dead again. I sat there staring at the phone. I can't tell you how many calls I've fielded over the years with strange voices, eerie sounds, you name it. But this was different. This was a warning. I put the phone down and immediately checked my security cameras. You know, folks, I'm not one for conspiracies without evidence, but let me tell you, those cameras, which have never failed me, were blank. Static. Just like the old days when the signal was jammed. At this point, the pieces are starting to fall into place. Someone doesn't want me talking about those photos. And whatever Donnie uncovered, it's bigger than I realized. Bigger than just a couple of strange images from Mars. But here's where it gets even stranger. I decided to take a closer look at one of the photos. I scanned it, blew it up, and there, in the corner of the frame, almost invisible, was something that sent a chill down my spine. A symbol. Faint, barely distinguishable, but definitely there. It looked ancient, like something you'd see carved into stone, not on the surface of Mars. I don't know what it means yet, but I've seen similar symbols in reports about secret government programs, old documents that have been buried deep within classified archives. And here's the kicker. I've had a few listeners over the years who've mentioned seeing these same symbols in places they shouldn't be, places like Area 51, remote deserts, and yes, even on the moon. Now, I don't want to jump to conclusions, but I can't help but wonder, what if what Donnie found wasn't just evidence of life on Mars? What if it's something much older? Something that ties all these pieces together, the sightings, the men in black, the warnings to stay silent? I'm reaching out to some experts, people I trust, folks who've been in the trenches of this kind of research. I'll have more for you soon, I promise. But for now, I'll say this, I'm not backing down. Whoever's trying to scare me off has another thing coming.